when we talk to business leaders across West Michigan is that they're actually less confident about 2022 than they were going into 2021. So what this is telling us is that this entire additional year of having to deal with COVID has created uncertainty for them. In many cases, it's bled away the money that they have to do adjustments. And they're a little worried about how much longer is this going to happen, and are they going to have to worry about things like inflation and interest rates and finding labor for the next 12 months. What's happening is that we grew so fast coming out of the COVID recession, and realized the COVID recession was only 2 months long. That's all. We've never had a recession that short. And we dumped in a lot of government spending, more than $5 trillion worth, more than a full year's worth of government spending was additionally dumped in order to try and keep the economy from stalling. That really put the economy going on gangbusters. And it moved up the amount of things that people were spending. As it moved those things up, it really superheated the economy. And what we know is that the economy is a bit like a pendulum. So if you pull it too far in one direction, it will correct in the other direction. You can rev really high for a short period of time, but you can't do it for a long time. Okay? It does that by using things like increases in prices in order to try and slow the economy down. Okay? And that is what's going to make things go slower and slower as we go through the year. When we talk to employers across West Michigan, they also believe that they're going to add about the same amount that they did last year. So they're really seeing that employment growth in the order of 3% again this year. And they really see their sales going up a little slower than last year, but they see their sales going up that will help facilitate those additional workers needed to make those things. So we know that that's going to happen. What the problems are going to be is that that's driving the wage up because we're running out of workers. Okay? So right now across West Michigan, the employers expect to increase wages faster than what the national expectation for wage growth is.
Currently, the mortgage interest rates are in the range of 3 to 3.5%, and a rate hike of 80 basis points will push that up as well. So we can expect mortgage interest rates in the range of anywhere between 4.5 to 5.5% next year. Food inflation is a very interesting sector because there are less rigidities, and therefore we will expect food inflation maybe less than this year if the supply constraints ease out. Another important contributory factor to food price inflation is energy prices. We do expect energy prices to ease out, but because the food sector is able to respond to supply constraints quickly and increase prices quickly, so it's a supply problem. It's clearly a supply constraint problem.